Well, welcome to this evening's live stream. If you're watching on playback, welcome. Normally takes 45 minutes to an hour. We go through lots of questions and answers from the whole community to help you put more fish on the bank. So tonight I'm a little bit under the weather. I had a little trip to Germany working, and unfortunately caught my colleague Gavin got his cold, so it's just starting now, so it's going to be a little bit subdued tonight I think, but we're going to get through it for the next 45 minutes to an hour. So evening to everybody. Evening John Tinsley, Steve Ring on Facebook, Daniel Roblox on YouTube, Peter Stanisveski, hope I pronounced your name right, evening to you. Richard Robert Blackwell, evening. Andrew Oakley, evening. Wayne C, evening. Manchester Carper, evening to you. Thank you very much for the kind comments about the Instagram pics. Joe Dav on Facebook, Andy Hornby, evening to you too. Blimey, we've got 237 people in the YouTube house already. What have we got on Facebook? We have 93 people on this Sunday evening. Over bloody 300 people already. Only been going a couple of minutes. Well, 1 minute. So you're gonna have to bear with me. Got a bit of a sticky cough and cold and God knows what. Pure Carnage, evening to you, mate. Yeah, I have to get some Vicks on my chest, I think. I have to get Mrs. B to rub some on me. Dove from Above's in the house, evening. Andrew Butcher, evening to you. Good evening from Kosovo, from Anand. Blimey, we're getting a bit global now, aren't we, guys? What was that Thai green spicy chicken like the other night? I'm fishing this weekend. It was okay. Yes, Stephen Cook, the Thai green that Mrs. B got from Asda. Thai green curry was absolute. No, it's Thai green stir fry. It wasn't the curry, it was the chicken stir fry, and it was absolutely lovely. Really, really nice. Really took minutes to make and was really nice from Asda, that one. Evening, Andrew Bodie, John No Carp Wallace, evening. Dominic Carter, evening to you, mate. Look, here's a carp dog. Look, you can hear me speaking. So he's in. Come here, then. Come here. He brought his bone with him as well. Look. Oh. There he is, the real star of the show. Here he is. There you go. He's brought his bone in as well. Well, I hope you like the new. There, I've got it new, so you can see questions a lot easier, and I can see them a lot easier as well. I had a few apologies for the last few feeds where I haven't answered your questions. I know a couple of you have messaged me to say I put it up 3 or 4 times and you still didn't see it, so hopefully I'll see it a little bit more easier this time, and be able to, you know, read out your questions and you guys can answer them and I'll try and answer them as well. The Maximus Carpus, evening to you, mate. So what do you think? Oh, hang on 1 second. Oh, blood. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, we don't need that background music, do we? That was just the intro bit for when it says we'll be going live soon. Thank you very much for letting me know that. We would have had that all the way through, wouldn't we? What a nightmare that would have been. So thanks, guys. Can you hear me fine apart from that? If you do, give us a thumbs up. And give us a thumbs up if you like. Where is it? There. If you like the new look, see the questions. Evening, Ken Still. He's on the Lake of Dreams, Welly, where we had the PB common from a couple of weeks ago. So that was he's over there. Sounded like a blue movie, Mike Swift said. Wouldn't you be so lucky, Mike, eh? Show was really good over in Germany. Went to Angel Ter Heridian down in Bavaria. It was really, see loads of guys over there. Lockie was there from Soda as well. We had a bit of a laugh. Yeah, really, really good. Trev Ring says, hi Lee, I've got myself a decent DSLR to take pics and film. Let me go back to that one because it spun up a little bit quick. If I get that question now. Have a look. There we go. Look. Hi Lee, I've got myself a decent DSLR to take pics and film my fishing trips, which I will post to YouTube mainly to share with friends. What settings do you use when vlogging? I have a Canon 77D. What you need to do is set your set it to automatic. Set it. I use manual settings, but set it to auto. Oh, bloody hell, what's it called? Well, I've got this cold. My brain's not working well, Trev. Set it automatic. What's the bloody word? Where it Automatic focus, that's it. Bloody hell. Give a couple of them slaps. Automatic focus. And put it onto face recognition on a 77D, the Canons. I've got a 70D. And then you won't go out of shops. It's got a really good autofocus on it. Probably the best out there. So set it to that. And you'll always be in frame. You'll always be, if you've got the right lens on, a nice wide-angled lens, you'll always be in frame, no matter what's happening. And it autofocus it as well. Are there any fish worth catching in Connybrook anymore? Lloyd Harrison says, yes, most definitely. I know, hearing from rumours, there's a couple of nice ones still in there worth catching. Autofocus. Cheers, guys. I know the old brain's not working very well tonight. I've got the brew on anyway. Dan McIntyre says, my jag file's got a bit of rust on it. Any way to remove it, and does it make any difference? What I would do is get yourself a wire brush, give it a good scrape off, try and get as much rust as possible, and use some WD-40 on it, and just wipe all the excess rust off of it. Steak burglars down there, Paul Thomas. Marty Howe, will I be at the Five Lakes show? No, I won't be there, unfortunately, this year, unless I go up there myself, which I can't see it. And I will be going to the big one show. So, guys, if you're about, come and say hello. You know, all these shows that I've been doing, all you guys have come and said hello. It's been a real pleasure to meet you and put some faces to the names on it. It's been really good. Yeah, medicinal brandy with a brew, I think, would be the one. Maximus, how much would that camera cost? The 70D, which I've got. That's a 70D. That cost me about 500 quid. I got it from mpb.com. They're a camera specialist, second-hand ones. I think this was a reconditioned one that I got, 70D. If you message me, I'll give you the link to the site. I'm pretty sure it's mpb.com. Jonathan Josh Hook says, how am I getting on with the NGT carbon fraying stick? I got one. I'm very impressed. Yep, I love it. It's a really good, for the money. And if the truth be known, it's exactly the same factory as a lot of the other ones, which are twice the price out there. I won't be at Carp in the Park here, Smith, unfortunately. It's not my thing, really. Yep, come and see us, Daniel Spencer, at the big one. Come and say hello. There you go. Mark Beaver says he got a Canon 200D with 2 lenses and a bag, 600 quid from Curry's, plus you get £50 cash back. There you go. There are some deals out there, guys. You just got to look for them, you know. I mean, there's plenty of good... I mean, look. Some of the footage you see on my videos... iPhone. The technology now in the iPhones or the Galaxy S8, 9, 7 or whatever it is, Edge, you know, you can take footage with that, or even stills. A lot of the stills that you see, they're from the iPhone. Richard Salmon says, how was the shotgun? The shotgun fraying stick, yep, it's great if you want to put out a lot of bait in a short distance. It takes a little bit to get used to, I must admit. I don't think it'd be for everybody. I mainly put my bait out at night anyway, so... because you're just going to feed the gulls during the day, unless there's no gulls on your lake, which I doubt very much. But yeah, so yeah, it's all right. It's good. You know, I wouldn't say it's the best thing I've ever used, because it's not. It's a throwing stick, a double-barreled throwing stick that you can get a lot of bait out with, twice as much you normally would do, up to about 60 yards. I think 70 yards is optimum. Oak Carp, little shout out to you. Andy Horby says, have you reviewed any decent socks currently on the bank and my feet are freezing? Yes, Andy. Get yourself some merino wool socks. Will keep your feet mega warm. Coming to the closed Facebook group, I'll put a link up to the socks. I think it's actually in, I'm pretty sure it's in the description of the Facebook post of the live that you're watching at the moment, Andy. Liphook Carp has still got ice in this club water. Guys, is everywhere wobbly now? Is there no ice on the lakes out there? With the weather conditions we're having in the next couple of days, I would have thought there'd be any ice anywhere anymore. Have you used Proper Job pop-ups? If so, what do you think? They are a little secret that I know a lot of guys use. They're very buoyant. Haven't used them myself, but I've been told they're very, very good. There you go. Paul Bradley says, Trespass, the company, they have got a sale on for socks. So check them out as well. Plus, there's links in the description on Facebook and YouTube of this live stream. If you're in the bivvies out tomorrow till Thursday. Hi to you, mate. Thanks, MJ Moore. MJ Moore, you've got to email me about your hoodie, mate. They're waiting for me to send them a picture back, and they will send you a new hoodie. Johnny Guest, oi, oi, mate. Chris Robinson, local lakes have melted today in the Preston area. Gary Silito, have you been to France? If so, what lakes have you been? I've been to lots of different ones. Etang 5, I've been to Rainbow. I've been to Tang Moniere. I've been to, there's another one which backs on to Tang 5 as well. Abbey Lakes is pretty good. That's where I'd start off if I was going to France, something like that. Ed Jacker says he's wearing merino wool socks now, but his feet are still cold. I think I take after me. The thing to do is the only reason your feet get cold is if they sweat. So it might be that your boots are too tight. That's what I've found before. When I've had merino socks on and I've bought a new pair of boots and they've been too tight because I've got wide feet, they've been too tight so feet sweat. So sometimes it's your feet are too hot. Ben C83 says, hi Leon, where did you get your fake maggot toppers from? Enterprise. No, not Enterprise, sorry. You can get them from Enterprise, but not the fake maggot ones. They are from something tackle. Oh, God, my mind, sorry guys, I must apologise. My mind's all over the place tonight where I've got this cold. Leon, what's your views on the decision about the art problems? Well, the problem's still going to be there, isn't it, Ian? You know, it's always going to be there. There's only two ways you're going to get rid of the art problem. Well, there's only one way. There's only one way to get rid of the otter problem, because they're never going to go away. You're never going to get rid of them, is to fence the lake. So the people who can't fence the lake can't afford it, or there's some lakes where you're not allowed to put a fence around it because of the law. Evolution tackle, cheers Dean. Then, unfortunately, that's the end of that lake, or that river system. Evolution, Oliver Harley, thank you very much. Maggot clusters, yes, they're on eBay. You can get them on eBay as well. Yeah, grandchild's great. Ben Wallace, thank you. Chris Robinson says, have you ever used the ESP low brolly? I haven't. I've seen one in the flesh a couple of times and I was very impressed with it. If you're an angler who wants to move quickly or want to use a light brolly system with quite a bit of coverage, that's one of the options you've got. It's a good one. Big one is being held at Farnham International Conference Centre, I believe, Peter Carroll. Yeah, Ben Osborne says his syndicate looked good today. Hi, Jack496. Leon and gentlemen, best line stripper for coated hook links. Lost my front teeth, so struggling to strip it back. I tell you what, Pumba, what I use the old Gardner one. It's about that big, and that strips it back perfectly. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have that. Coffee Stream says, you out this week or is it still frozen? I shall hopefully be out unless this cold puts me off. But the vlog, the new vlog with the PB Common is out tomorrow, guys. For you who've been messaging me and asking me, it's out tomorrow. So watch that bit of footage and the session. So check that out tomorrow. If you're not subscribed already, you hit subscribe, hit the notification key, and you'll get a notification of all the videos and all the live streams. We will be doing Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, I think, on Wednesday. We shall be doing the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Not tonight, it'll be on Wednesday. So you can win some new t-shirts like this one. Look, that's a new one which is now on the website. You'll be able to win one of those. The black chicken with a black chicken tag on there. There you go. You'll be able to win one of those and a whole host of other stuff. That is available on the website leoncarper.com already if you want to go and get one. Sealskin socks, Howard Greenborough, very, very good. I've got a pair myself. Yeah, thank God the snow's gone, Ben Wallace. I think what I need to do is actually get out and get some of that fresh air. Evening, Peter Rundles. No, I didn't just burp. I think that might be the carp dog. Aaliyah. All right, Leon, best butane gas or winter, mate. My Coleman gas is so slow. The best one to get, I think, is a mix of the two. Burns better. Butane mix. I never seem to have any problems with my gas. Never have done. I must be just lucky. So who has actually been out this weekend? Had a bit of wobbly water. Who's actually been out fishing this weekend, hardcoring it? Because that water must be absolutely freezing where all that ice has melted. Pure Kindness says, hi Leon, do you think 36 wraps with a 12-foot C2, or should you get more distance than that? 36 wraps, I couldn't even imagine casting 36 wraps. I couldn't even imagine casting 30 wraps. It's well out of my comfort zone, that is. Yep, that's a new one. Look, that's a new t-shirt. Only takes one bite. With the outline of the holding the fish on now. This comes in about 16 different colours now. This is available on the website as well. leoncarper.com if you're after one, guys. Andrew Simmons says, no chance this lake was frozen still on Saturday. Thank you very much, Ian Whiffin. Forget this weekend. It's all about the bank holiday weekend. Fair play to you, Daniel. Not hardcore, but had a couple of hours stalking today. John No Carp Wallace had. Paul Lambert says, how many charges do you get out your charger to charge your vape on the bank? I normally take about 10 batteries with me, and I only end up charging about 4 to 6 of them if I'm on a 48-hour session. There you go. Adam Hollins says, the gas mix for winter is butane and propane. That's the one that I use, I believe. 21 wraps is what I am, Stu Bruder Morgan. That's about my maximum. I haven't had any steak recently. It was him down there. He's eating it all. Stuart Blakely, I will chase that up for you, mate. Can you message me? I'll have a look and I'll chase up the printers for you, for your t-shirt. Peter Saleski, what is the P&P to Germany? I think it's about a £5, maybe less, I think, Peter. Thank you very much to Manchester Carper for liking the new t-shirts. Wayne C says, no chance of getting out, stranded deep in snow in his HGV. Sorry to hear that, mate. Ken Steele is fishing the Lake of Dreams, Welly, and it's all clear of ice now. Lovely. Alan Beecher says, the best way to fish a canal, Leon. I think with canals and rivers, I think you've got to find the fish. It's more important than anything else, I believe, is to find those fish. Lee Verity, all right, he's on the bank. Good for you, mate. Dominic Carter says, read a gas. Coleman Endurance Propane says butane mix is the one. Desi One Ball says pure butane will freeze. The Coleman gas is a mix of butane and propane. That's why it doesn't. Thanks very much for that info. Audi are doing 2 bottles of gas for £5 apparently. AD Jackins said. Mark Smith says, what do you think of the new Eurobanks video? Yeah, quite like it. It's good. I like all their stuff that they do. Not Mr. Lot, Aaron Preston. Evening, Paul Mercado. Paul Mercado, sorry. Evening, Leon. What rig would you use to combat a silty lake? First of all, I'd fish It's not so much about the rig, it's about the lead setup. I'd fish a helicopter rig and have the bead quite far up if it's quite silty. Vithel Jacobs, Holland is watching us. Thank you for tuning in Holland. Mark Rosen says in Ginger, in the canal, try and fish close to barges. John No Carp Wallace says, very good advice that. On like a canal or a river system that's got nothing, and then you find a load of boats. When I used to do a lot of match fishing, we always used to head for those boats to catch the chub or the roach or the perch because they congregate around them. Any structure you find on the canal, overhanging bushes, anything, head for those, I'd say. Evening, John Allen. Franco O'Connor says, any good sleeping bags for a reasonable price? I had a little look at the German show of the new Gardner one, the duvet quilt or something like that. That looked really warm and nice, that did. Also, you got the Tracker 365 bag, which is good. But I'm sure some of you guys will be able to point Franco, young angler he is, in the right direction for something that's not going to break the bank. Lee Ferry says, what colour zig on a dark night, 20 foot deep, 7 foot under at the moment? Lee, try 3 foot under with a bit of black foam. I don't use anything but black foam. Mike Swift says, what temperature do carp get ready to start feeding again? It depends on the lake. You know, I've caught them down to like 4.5, 5 degrees before. I've caught them when the ice is forming. Depends on the lake and what's in it. If it's weedy, if it's not, if it's, you know, if it's a runs water, how many fish are in there. A lot of, you know, but generally, as soon as it starts dropping below 5, you start to struggle. Yeah, Peter Stanovetsky says, AS365 cost a bit, but it's worth every penny. Yeah, I've still got one. I haven't used it for years, but I've still got it. I'll keep it because I know it's a good bag. There you go. Any 3-season bag with a decent thermal cover makes it a 5-season, Kevin Miller says. Haven't seen the new bait boats from Germany, Mandy Hunt, yet. Yeah, I think Stuart Brood Morgan says 10 degrees on our lakes is steady. Now, to me, as soon as that water temperature hits 10 degrees, that's spring. Those fish will start feeding properly. Yeah, Colin Osborne's got his eyes on the Gardner duvet. Something else from when I was not at the German show, but when I was at the Northern Anglish show, I picked up, because it caught my eye, is that little baby. Now I'm going to be using that, the Rod Hutchinson Net Safe. If it's as good as what it says it is, everyone should have one. I know that a lot of lakes are bringing this in because it's that good, apparently. I haven't used it yet, and I'm not sure you can really tell how good it is. Because what you need to do is dry out your nets, give them a spray over, and that kills any bacteria, viruses or fungi, which is, as we know, if your net's wet, that is when you're going to transfer a KHV or anything like that. So I've got myself one of those. I'm going to start using that after the advice of a couple of very in-the-know anglers that I know who said it's, you know, it is net safe. Yeah, Paul Bradley says, loads of fish have been found dead on the River Whittam in Lincolnshire and it's been put down to the salt being spread on the road. And with the freeze, it has gone in the river. Doesn't surprise me, Paul. It really doesn't, you know. It's such a shame. Such a shame. Clifford Chalmers says, Gardner duvet, the warmest he's ever used. There you go. Another vote for the Gardner duvet. Wayne Nipper says, seen the new Tempest Brolly. I haven't seen the new Tempest Brolly. I've got a V2 myself. I hear the new Tempest Brolly isn't the Aquatex material. It's a little bit thinner, but for the money, I think it's not bad. I'll tell you another thing, guys. The old Tempest Brollies, they're going for about 130, 140 quid on eBay at the moment, brand new, because they've just brought out this new Tempest Brolly. So check them out for sure. Edge McGregor says, do you still do the extra special pop-ups? No, unfortunately I don't. I may be bringing them out again in the future. Evening, the obsessive carper Darren. Hope you're well, mate. Recover from your cold. I'm just starting to get my cold now. Stephen Hooker says he bought the Gardener Carp duvet. It's warm, but it's way too long for his bed chair. He had it on a Nash Indulgence wide ball, and it doesn't fit. That's something I saw when I had a quick look at it at the German show at the weekend, was that it's quite a big unit, isn't it, the Gardener duvet? I'm not sure how much the net safe is, Colin. I think it was about £7 or £8. I don't think it's expensive at all. No, it hasn't got the price on there. It was about £7 or £8. I see it and I thought, yeah, I'll have one of those when I bought me new rods. I got the new Hutchinson Dream Makers. 12 foot, £3 test curve. So I see that on the stand as well, and I thought, that looks a really good idea. I'm going to take that, use it, give it a little review, and it might help you guys. Good, the obsessive carper, he's 100% better now. I'm just starting to get mine. Ben Osborne, I'm pretty sure the net safe's about £8. It's not inexpensive from memory. Yeah, I need the net safe. I might start spraying myself with it to get rid of the cold. Yeah, Aaron Stanway says cheap compared to the cost of a lost fish. Totally agree. Sam Wilson says PVA spring mix, Leon. Everything I do with if I use stick mix, which isn't very often, I must admit, what I like to do is get the proprietary stick mix, i.e. I'll be using the Monster stick mix from SSP, their new fish meal bait that comes out. As soon as that hits 10 degrees, I'll be back on the fish meals. And I get half a kilo or a quarter of a kilo of those boilies. I grind them up in the crusher. I get the stick mix as well, the dedicated stick mix. You can do this with any company's stick mix. Mix them together, put some liquids in there like hemp oil or chili extract or hydrolyzed liver liquid or whatever you want to put in there. Condensed milk, whatever you want to stick in there. Mix that all up with a little bit of water in there, only a tiny little bit. You may not need it if you're using the oils. Firm to the touch. That's what I use. And you can use that thought process with any bait company's stick mix. Darren Holmes says 40 snug pack compact bag with a bed chair cover. I've got a 40 snug pack and I really like that as well. Dominic Carter says, doesn't hydrolyzed liver powder and GLM extract fix a cold? Well, funny you should say that because it is pharmaceutical grade and I'm pretty sure that it helps you stop you getting a cold. It's used, humans use it as well, don't they? Jerome and Boyley, evening for you, mate. And what's your idea of fishing with the polyball system? I've never really done that. I fished Rainbow Lake and we had them over overhanging trees and all that sort of stuff from round corners, and it was a bit mad fishing really, but that's like a one-off type of lake, isn't it? But with the polyball, see, I've seen people use it on big lakes in Holland and in France, use the polyball system, and it keeps that line up out the weed and everything else, and apparently they reckon you've got more chance of getting the fish in. Wayne Nipper says used or seen the dot spot, Leon. I've seen it. If I'm honest, I can see it will work, but it feels a little bit flimsy to me. Doesn't feel like it's very well made, but I haven't used it yet, so I don't know. Seems like you could break it very easily. But I haven't used it, so I know a few of you guys have, and you really rate it. Diet has taken a bit of a nosedive, Mark Robinson, over the last week or so, where I've been to Germany and the other shows, but I'm back on it from today. So it's... yeah, we've come off the wagon a little bit, but we're going to get back on it. Jack's iPhone says, what goes into your sloppy spot mix? I like to use light particles like groats and bits of, flake maize and stuff like that. Lots of ground baits or stick mixes. I haven't got a mix. I just put loads of different rubbish in there. Just grind it all up so you've got stuff on the bottom falling through the water column, floating around, cloudy. Put some condensed milk in there, some, your glugs. I've just put anything I've got to hand, it just goes in. Sam James says, evening Leon, what's your thoughts on the Ridge Monkey RM Tech Mono line? I haven't seen it, I haven't used it. I've seen it at the shows, but I haven't used it, so I couldn't tell you. I couldn't say, yeah, it's really good or it's really bad. I haven't heard any bad things about it. I haven't heard any, like, yeah, it's the best line ever. But maybe some of you guys that, you know, have used it can give your, put your 10 minutes worth. Now, Jamie Sloss says, Garden sleeping bag is good, but the stitching for the strap at the middle of the bag is coming loose. Only used it 2 or 3 times. Anyone else had this problem? What I would do, Jamie, is contact Gardner or where you bought it and tell them it's faulty, and they should give you a new bag. Manchester Carpet says, need a new camera, Leon, for my videos. It depends on what your budget is, Manchester Carpet. Best thing to do is send me a message in our close Facebook group or email me and I'll give you some options. I'll tell you, you know, what budget you've got, what options you've got. Dominic Carter says, Steve Briggs on the Nash YouTube channel has a 30 years at casting recap. He shows the polyball rig he uses. Yeah. I'm not sure what makes RM line and hook so different. I'm not really sure because I've seen the hooks. Yep, they look sharp, but I haven't had them at the packet. I haven't had to play with them, so you know. Yeah, Carp Dog's awake. He's down there. Canon EOS 200D. Yes, Mark Beavers. That's a good entry level camera if you just want to take shots or do a bit of video in. The problem you have, if you're doing your own videos and you're moving about, you need something like a 70D to keep you in focus when you're moving about. Yeah, no problem, Andy. Watch me catch loads. I love your YouTube channel, Andy. Watch me catch loads. I love your handle there. He said he treated his life systems to some liver powder and grillet muscle with Tesco hemp oil, and he's catching well. Thanks, Leon. No, it's always a pleasure. You know, it works for me. Yeah, Darren Holmes, he's got a Canon 700D and he's happy with mine. I have a 700D as well. Great cameras. You can pick them up for about 350, 400 quid to 700, 750Ds. Excessive Carpenter's got a Nikon D5300 and he loves it. Personal preference, guys, you know. I've never used a Nikon. I've always been a Canon man, so... You know, if the Nikon works for you, they do some really good cameras and lenses as well. There we go, guys. Put down what camera you've got for your fish taking or your videos or whatever. Put it down in the comments there. Put down, like, 750D or Canon 700D or whatever it is. Put it in there so we can see what everyone uses. No, Wayne Lewis, they don't seem to do it. They do on some lakes, but not all lakes. Mark Beaver's Canon 200D has good autofocus and fast tracking plus built-in time-lapse. Canon 1300D, Michael Devereaux. Mark Rosa says, Ridge Monkey line is good. Canon 550D for Kevin Miller. I think I've got a 550D as well, somewhere hanging around. Nikon D300, Alistair Gibson. Alan Sharp says Canon 1300D. iPhone, Daniel Spencer. Nothing wrong with an iPhone, mate. Nothing wrong with an iPhone. Takes good pictures. Samsung S6 with whistle cam, UK Carper. Canon 300D, Rupert Halsey. Andrew Simmons. It's got 400Ds. A few years old now, but does the job. That's the main thing. If you're happy with the pictures you get, it's a good camera, isn't it? Mark Salmons 750D from Canon. Daniel Welling 750D for him with a nifty 50. Yeah. If there's any lens, I would say to someone who's just starting out, get yourself a 50mm. 50mm lens. Because they're pin sharp. iPhone 7, Ronnie McNeil. Yeah, I use that. iPhone 7 for a lot of my... Not a lot of footage, but for the odd bit of footage as well, I use that. Mike Swift's got a wind-up camera. Canon G3, another good camera, Matty Rushton. Nikon D3 3100, Phil Bowles, that's another good one. Roberto Flack, he's got a Canon G11 for his stills and an 80D for video. Lovely camera, the 80D. Jason Swan, Canon G16. He's got a Panasonic. Dominic Carter's got a Panasonic F38 bridge, 8 years old. Panasonic use Leica lenses. I can afford a Leica otherwise. Oh, you hear the dog having a bit of a cough up? He's having a bit of a furball time. He's eating a bit of bone and he's trying to cough it back up, bless him. How do you blur the background? Andrew McLeave says, right, with a 50mm lens or any lens that's got a very low aperture, like 1.2, 1.4, f2, f3, f4, you get what's in your foreground in focus. So if you're holding the fish, you want the front of the fish pin sharp, and then you lower, or the technical term is you use a high f-stop, even though if you look at it, it's actually a low number, like f2 or f2.1 or f1.4 or whatever, 1.8, whatever it may be on your particular lens. And the lower that number, or the higher, if you're a photographer, then that will blur out the background progressively at the back. Yep, have a look at the Whistle Cam app, which is very good for your phone if you want to take self-takes. I did a video about it. If you go up my YouTube channel, there's 3 or 4 videos about photography on there. Chris Burns says, do you drop the lead every time, Leo? No, if I'm fishing a lake which hasn't got any weed in it, I keep the lead. I only use it if it's dropped. I want to drop the lead on a weedy lake. Aaron Preston says, going back on the hooks, I use J Precision hooks, hand sharpened, and they're not too expensive. Absolute animal of a hook. Yep, I've heard very good things about them. No problem, Andrew. Evening, Del the Angler. Del the Angler says, evening, Leon. What fluoro leader do you use and what not to attach to mainline? Right, the fluoro I use a couple. I use either Garden Mirage, X-Line, or Fox Illusion, I think it's called. It's whatever I've got I can find in my box. Normally about £18, 18 to £20. I usually use 24 foot of it, and I use a back-to-back grinner knot. Back-to-back grinner. I use that for attaching any 2 bits of line together. Even if it's braid and mono, if I'm doing little combi rigs or leaders for me, if I'm using a shock leader, back-to-back grinner every time. Cheers, Andrew. Good to see you, mate. Yep, don't forget to subscribe to everybody who's got a YouTube channel who's on here. Alistair Gibson says, need a life jacket for France. Any guys recommend one? Yes, I'll tell you the one I use. I use the Fox one. Fox are really good, a really good one. MJ Moore says, mate, what do you think of the new Nash claw hooks? I like the look of them. Yep, I've had a good look at the Nash claw hooks. They're mega sharp. I've got some of the. I managed to get myself a couple of packets of the Chod ones, sorry, the Fang X's and the Chod. You can see those, I don't know if you can see them. And they're mega sharp, so I'm going to be giving them a go soon as well. Lee Seville says, up Sanders in a couple of weeks, an exclusive booking. Am I still fishing sand at the moment? Has it been doing a few? I believe a few came out, but it's been very patchy all year. I haven't been up there for about a month or so now, so I don't know how it's fishing. Have a look at either the Facebook page or give one of the bailiffs a ring from the website number. That's what I would do. Gorilla Cam is also a good app, Colin Osborne says, for your self-takes. Evening, Rob Lyon, carp catcher. Harvey Turner says multi-rig in a bag. Yes, I can't see why not. Especially if you make the bit between the top of the bottom of the multi-rig and where you have a little break. As long as you have that quite about half an inch to an inch, I use. So it's quite supple. You can fold it back on itself in the bag. Dominic Carter says, blurry pictures, I don't need no f-stop. I just take photos whilst drinking. They always have parts that are blurred. I love it, Dom. No problem, MJ Murr. Leon, do you use your fluoro leader straight through to a leg clip, or do you use leg core leader or at end of the fluoro shock leader? I normally use tungsten tubing, or I use leg core, about a foot and a half of both. Evening, Brian Mills. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, the Fang X's are nice and sharp. I mean, I've only picked up two of the packets from the show, Roy, and I was impressed with how sharp they are straight out of the packet. One of the sharpest I've ever felt straight out of the packet. So I'll be giving them a little whirl soon. Gary Kane says, Leon, how do you set up a helicopter rig with tubing? I've never tried it, because I think you can turn it into a death rig with tubing. I only use a helicopter set up with lead core myself. Surprised no one's actually come out with a safe system. I haven't seen you, Brian, sorry. Monster X is available. Kevin Miller, I think it should be available very shortly. I think it may be even available now. Karen Cook says she or he is starting fishing. What bait would you recommend? It's a real difficult one. It's more difficult to make a bait or buy a bait now that doesn't catch fish. Personally, if I was starting fishing, I'd go and stay within your budget and go and have a little sniff and a little smell of what everyone else is using, or go in the tackle shop and see what gets your fancy as a starting point. Mark Beaver says he's going to give fluorocarbon a go. He's never used it. I use it all the time, and I really rate the old fluorocarbon. Chris Burns said, what Nash hooks are similar to curve shank and wide gape? Oh, blimey, I'm not sure. Twisters, I think, possibly. What hook pattern do I use for zigs? Jack's iPhone. I normally use like a size 10 little wide gapes from Calder, or the ESP barber looks I use as well. They're pretty good. Yeah, Brett Tomlinson's got a 50mm prime, but the Sigma 30mm 1.4 is a better lens for fish shots. I use a Sigma, what is it? 18 to something. One art lens. I use that for all my fish shots. And it's absolutely pin sharp. Well done, Richie. Let us know how you get on at Tea Kettle Fisheries in Cambridgeshire. No, I have to find out for you, Dominic, actually, when it is available to Monster X. So it shouldn't be too long, I don't think. I think they was going to release it at the beginning of March, which is now, but because it's been absolutely freezing, I think they delayed it for 2 or 3 weeks. I'll find out for you anyway. Yep, it's an 18 to 35mm lens. Thanks for reminding me, Mark. The Sigma Art lens. What do I think of the Calder HeliSafe leader, Paul McCardle? People I know have used it, because I haven't. They rate it very highly. They like it. Yep, I felt your pain most of the winter, Wayne. Yeah, Baitworks is another good bait company. No, Charlie, we went to Germany and the other guys are still in Montlucon. Any good barrow out there for a reasonable price, Frank O'Connor says. I think the TFG one's pretty good for the price, isn't it? What do you guys recommend to Franco on a budget? Evening, Keith Oakey. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, GWL78 says he's used the monster red before, and that's a good bait. Mike Swift said, what is a great mid-range carp rod? I would say for the price, the Sonic Vader ones are pretty good. You've got the Fox ones, they're pretty good as well, around about the 50, 60 quid mark. Yes, Dan McIntyre says, what's best way to measure the depth of silt? Heard of cotton wool by the lead. Any thoughts? Yeah, I think that was a question about a month ago. That's what I used to do. Now I don't really worry about it too much. I feel how I feel the lead down sort of indicates, and when I pull it out, how deep it is. But yeah, you can get yourself, if you really want to find out the depth of silt on the spot you're fishing, get yourself a bit of white cotton wool, big furry stuff, you know, and a big ball of it. Cut yourself off about 2 or 3 foot. Put a polybore on top, or, you know, a pop-up, or tie a bit of cork or something like that. Cast it out to your spot. Leave it for about an hour if you can. Reel it in, and the depth of the silt would have discoloured the wool, the white wool, and it give you a rough idea of how deep that silt is. Steve Easterby, iMovie's pretty good as an editing app for film work. That's what I started off using, iMovie. You can use that on your iPad or even on your phone, I think. Little shout out to Kirstel Muller. No problem, MJ Moore. Good to see you, mate. Yep, sort that pick out for me. There you go, John No Carp Wallace. Rod Hutchinson's Enduro, I think it is. £3 test curve rods. Cheap as chips, but they're good rods. No problem, Franco. Well, we've still got 254 people in, 47 minutes in. What we got on Facebook? Let's have a look. Facebook, we've still got 53 people on this Sunday night. Thanks, guys, for all of you of being in here. You know, it's such a great community we've got, and, you know, a lot of the questions that I can't answer, or you guys have got a lot more knowledge about certain products and lakes and things like that. You answer them for the people who ask on here, and really appreciate that. Everyone appreciates everyone joining in here. Sam Wilson, thanks for popping in, mate. Shout out to Lee Freeman. B&Q Garden Barrow. You may laugh, Philip, but I used to use one of those for carting me gear around. About 30 quid, cheap as chips. And just put all my gear in there. Yeah, I probably did, Joel DeVries. There was 370 people in at one point. That must be a new record. You'll shout out to Mark Roberts. Thank you very much, Sean. If you're looking forward to the seeing the footage of the new PB Common Eye a couple of weeks ago, it's just blew my mind away. There's about a couple of minutes of really good footage in tomorrow's vlog. So if you haven't subscribed already, which I know most of you have, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell notification icon that comes up when you hit the subscribe button, and that will notify you every time I upload a new video or we go live. Didn't catch many at all, Sean, this winter. I caught 2 fish this winter. Evening, Danny Gleed. Must apologise for my voice tonight because I've got the start of a cold. Catch you later, Clint Walker. Evening, Simon Lowe's. Hope you're well. Can't wait for all this cold weather to go away. Looking at the weather, though, for the next week, you've got like double figures in some places during the day as the week goes on. Still cold at night, though. Yeah, Matty Rush says, B&Q Barra, spot on, turns into a seat. You can turn it up. He's used them in France. I used one for many years ago. See you later, Carp Rigs. Thanks for popping in, mate. Thomas Henry Myers has just bought himself an intervalometer, £9.45 off eBay. Can't wait to use it. Let us know how you get on with it, mate. If you want to know how to use an intervalometer to take self-takes when you're out on the bank, check out the video I did on the YouTube channel about how to set up your intervalometer. Yeah, Mark Beaver's Mrs. B has already given me the old ibuprofen paracetamol every 4 hours, and she's been making me hot sort of toddies of lemon and honey. She's been looking after me, Mrs. B, as she always does. Wednesday should be from home, hopefully, and we will be doing the 10,000 subscribers giveaways. A thank you to you guys. Hoodies, t-shirts, hats, phone cases, mugs. We'll be giving away lots of nice prizes for you to show my appreciation. Hopefully, I'd love to be able to give away one to everyone, but it'll be, you know, luck of the draw. Tight line, Stephen Jones. Yeah, a little bit of whiskey in that. Oh, I hate whiskey. I can't even stand the smell of it. No problem here in Austin. That's what it's all about. He says, thanks for all the tips. He's picking up. Much appreciated. Guys, I learn loads. Every time we do these live streams, I learn loads of little bits and nuggets of information about products, about, you know, about lakes, about how people set their rigs up, or what knots they use, or what line they use, or even better, what knots and hooks and line and products that are rubbish. I pick up so much, so I appreciate all of you coming in here and spending your Sunday or your Wednesday evening helping all of us. Callum William, it felt like I was blanking. Well, I did. I blanked all winter apart from the beginning of winter. But it was worth it all just for that comment. There you go. Darren Science says, put garlic and ginger in with honey. Not nice, but it works. Might try that one. Thanks. Absinthe. Yeah, I'm going to be rotten, aren't I? I'm going to be putting all this stuff in. I'm going to be all over the shop. No problem, Master Carper. Always happy to help fellow YouTubers. Lucky Vapor says brandy is better to kill a cold. Who else has got a cold at the moment? I seem to be the last person to catch one this winter. Everyone else I know has had a cold about 2 times. This is the first one I've had all winter. And the beach says, wish mine looks after him. He's had ham sandwich 2 days out of day. Oh, shouldn't make me laugh, Alan. Jack Daniels honey. Yeah, I didn't think of that, Andrew Chipman. Thanks for that. I'm going to try and get out the bank tomorrow and get some fresh air, Trev. Thanks, Richard Salmons. Glad you watch them. Danny Glee says, drink lots of water and take vitamin C. Sauna and tea with ginger. Oh, we do like a sauna, boys, don't we? Paul Bradley's had a cold on and off for weeks. Lee Brown's not had one all year. When I used to smoke, I never used to get colds. Exactly, Lip Hop Carter. I need to get out in the bank for some fresh air. Andrew Skelly, his cold's been and gone. Darren Holmes had 2 colds before and after Christmas, totally wiped him out. Do the mess tin repair unit? I will be, Trev. I'll be out on the bank. I shall be on the Alien Lake. My ticket starts in 2 weeks' time. So look forward this spring. We're going to be on the Alien Lake and the Park Lake this spring. Has been bad, hasn't it, Thomas, for fish captures? Everyone I know, well, 90% of people, still some people out there have had a good winter, but most people have had a really bad winter because of this up and down weather. Steak is good for cold, Simon Ward says. I'd like to see some. Dominic Carr, I love your style, mate. Love it. Andrew McLeave says he hasn't had one for 2 years, garlic soup. Yeah, garlic seems to be coming up quite a lot, doesn't it? Mark Beaver says his dad smoked for 60 years. Now he's stopped. He's ill all the time. Crazy. It is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, decent GoPro's good for video, Alec. Definitely. No problem, Stephen. We got about 5 minutes left, guys. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that little bell icon, and you'll get notified every time I release a new video. Check out all the new kit, all the new t-shirt designs. There's one of them. Check out them. New hoodie design, these new t-shirts as well. It only takes one bite. Check them out on leoncarper.com. Also, if you're not in our closed Facebook group, you need to get yourself in there. Loads of great information in there. Everyone helps each other in there. All you need to do is go to your Facebook page and search for It Only Takes One Bite, all one word. Get yourself in there. I think it's about 3,600 people in there, all asking questions and helping each other. Tomorrow is the Vlog 15 from the Park Lake, which includes the footage of the 57 pound 3 ounce PB Common that I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for. So check that out tomorrow. And Wednesday, we are going to be doing a live stream from here, I think, in the old man cave. Where is it? In the old man cave. And we'll be giving away lots of kit, some of the new kit as well, as a thank you to you guys for being subscribers. So the only way you can win that kit is to be a subscriber. That's a thank you for the support of all the subscribers. Manchester Carp needs a fish big time. Yeah, I mean, I was going through exactly the same thing. Loads of people have this year, this winter. Andy Priest, not long to wait for Vlog 15 now. Be tomorrow. I shall also be at the big one, March the 24th, 25th. Guys, if you go to the big one, I shall be there on Saturday and the Sunday. Come and say hello. Be great to put all these faces to the names like I have at all the other shows. Northern Angling Show, all the other shows I've been to. Caleb Williams says, what's the biggest fish in the Park Lake? There might be one or two bigger at the moment. Always a pleasure, Wayne. It's always a pleasure. Thanks for coming in and joining in the show, you know. Thanks. Really appreciate it. And all you guys on Facebook, you know, thanks for putting your time out on this Sunday night. You know, it's really appreciated by me and everyone else. Thanks, guys. Right. On that note, I'm going to go because I'm feeling rough as a badger's ass. And I will see you all Wednesday for the next live stream, and I really hope you enjoy Vlog 15 tomorrow with that awesome comment that just blew me away. See you Wednesday night, guys, for the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. See you then, and thanks for coming into the live stream tonight. I appreciate every single one of you. See you soon, guys.